Hey, yo, what's up, Niner Empire? Shout out to any Denver Bronco fans that's watching us right now. That was, from an offensive standpoint, an ugly game. None of us could really do that much on offense until late in the game. Russell Wilson did his thing, but yeah, if you like defensive matchups, that was one for you right there. And both the Niners and the Broncos showed why they're among two of the best defensive units in the league. And pretty much the only difference was the Broncos defense was able to create turnovers. Ours wasn't. And we couldn't really do much on offense, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, good game, Bronco fans, and good luck the rest of the way. Excuse me. Now, as far as the Niner defense goes, I can't emphasize enough how proud I am of this unit. 3 games into the season, and this unit has just been beasting from Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Drake Jackson learning the ropes, Hufanga coming into his own, Lenore getting into some action. And overall, this unit is just looking great. And as long as they keep playing like this, we'll be in some games and hopefully give our offense more chances to hopefully succeed. So I just hope the defense keep doing what it does. Now, as far as the game goes, there's really just one sequence of the game that I have to focus on, and Jimmy. Now, y'all want to get on here and trash Jimmy G? Go on ahead. I ain't trying to influence nobody what to think about Jimmy G. You want to get on here and defend him? That's cool too. You know, I know for me, and I'm basically just gonna call it like I see it. Last week, Jimmy G came in for an injured Trey Lance, held it down, did his thing. I praised him, which you do that, I'm gonna give you your flowers. But when you have a shitty game like you did last night, I'm gonna call you out on it. But that play in the second half when we're deep in our own territory, and I don't put this all on Jimmy G because there's a part of me that questions that play call. I mean, why put him in that situation in the first place? I mean, we. Then again, I'm not the coach, so. But the lack of awareness to not know where the out of bounds of the end zone is, and as long as Jimmy has been in this league, I don't know what to tell you, but that shit's no good. And basically, the tide turned right there. Everything turned right there. Which brings me into the next part of this sequence. So I'm watching the game and I'm wrapping my mind around Jimmy G going Dan Orlovsky stepping out of bounds in the end zone. Now they focus on Trent Williams on the ground, injured, not getting up. This was the last man on the 49ers that I wanted to be injured. The last one. I mean, he's part of the main reason that helps this 49er offense goes. He's definitely the heart and soul of that offensive line. And he's the best at what he does. And you can't replace that. I mean, I heard Kyle Shanahan had his presser earlier today, and he said he's going to be out for some time. So it's a high ankle sprain. So that could be 4 to 6 weeks. But these things could be tricky. I mean, Shanahan said it could be sooner, it could be later. We don't know. So that's why he said, I guess he'll be out for some weeks. But either way, it looks like Colt McKivitz will come in and step in, which I think he'll do a solid job. But like I said, there's not another Trent Williams in the league. And that's just a huge loss going forward until we can get him back. And I mean, we lost. I mean, game one against the Bears, we lost. I was good with that. I wasn't good with losing Elijah Mitchell. And then week 2 was bittersweet to win over the Seahawks because obviously Trey Lance. Now week 3, we lose. Okay. There's like 14 games left to be played. It's not the end of the world. We can still make this right. Jimmy G played crappy. I kind of expect that now. And I mean, not the riff here, but look, this is who he is. And we know we're going to get this from time to time. Yeah, but losing Trent Williams, that pisses me off more than us losing this game. Even though, man, it's just like the Bears game. We do some things different. This is a different story, but we could go into coulda, woulda, shouldas all we want, but the fact of the matter is we didn't do enough to win the game, and the Broncos did. We're 1-2, and we're now faced with going against the Rams on Monday Night Football next week, hoping to get a victory, to stay up with them, because I believe they're 2-1 right now. They beat Arizona. So, yeah, Niner Empire, this one sucked. I mean, like I said, we lost the game, but I'm more bummed about Trent Williams because I'm just a big fan of this man's game. I mean, the way when I watch him play, he brings back that old school feel of NFL football that I truly miss. So seeing him out there, I mean, I just love watching him, just dominating opponents on the field. And so it looks like it'll be a few more weeks till I'll be able to see that again. So next man up with Colton McKivitz, and we just got to get better. And say what you want with Jimmy, that this is who he is, or the fact that in training camp he didn't get whatever. Like I said, take it however you want. I'm not going to sit here and try to influence, I'm just going to say that, like, this is what we got with Jimmy G. We knew it, and the good with Jimmy G is that, he does know this system, but it's another thing to go out there and execute that on a consistent basis, which seems to be something that this man can't do. And I keep rooting for the man because I love the underdog story of people telling somebody, you can't do this, you can do that, yada, yada, yada. And then somehow that underdog going out there and proving everybody wrong. And that's one of the reasons why I'm rooting for Jimmy G. And this was not at the expense of Trey Lance. Believe me, it's just that Jimmy's been through a whole lot, especially with these last couple years, and and this is a chance for him to go out there, no matter what the future holds for him beyond this season. Hey, go out there. This is your time to go out there and be like, hey, look, I got something to prove. I got something to say, and you're going to be wrong. Well, last night was not the step in the right direction. But again, there's still a lot of season left to be played, and this is what we got. So the only thing I can really do is just sit back and just hope for the best and hope our defense keeps playing as good as we are, and hopefully get our running game established so we can hopefully just open up some passing lanes. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, on to the Rams, and I actually will be at that game Monday night. I'm real excited about that. So it'll be my first Monday night game, and I was actually just thinking a while ago how when I grew up, during the 49er dynasty, during the 80s and the 90s, and the 49ers will be on Monday night at least 3 times a season. So it was always a pleasure to be able to watch, whether it be Joe Montana or Steve Young running the show. And it just always held a special place, in my heart for me, watching the 49ers be on prime time on a day when nobody else was playing. So to finally be able to, go to a Monday night game, that's a little something special for me. And I'm pretty sure I'll run into some of the usual suspects there that be at the tailgate. So if you're there at the game, just holler at me, hit me up. And till then, yeah, this was a tough one right here. Another tough one. But we just got to go back to practice and get better. So, all right, Niner Empire. Next time. Late.